This is going to be such a fun segment now because one of my favorite people is with me today, Michael Siewert from Signature Interiors for the Home. And Michael, today's segment is going to be something everybody can get involved in because it's DIY.
DIY, yeah. And I think some of these are going to be easy for the kids to do too.
And that's always fun.
They're home for the summer, they're going to have some fun. So let's start here. You know, we have ribbons at home, we're wrapping gifts and things like that, and they get loose in a drawer or something like that. So you can take a paper towel holder. I had to make these holes a little bigger. My holes weren't big enough on these. And you can just stack these ribbon, all of this ribbon right here.
How creative is that?
And now it's all nice and organized. You can see everything and you can pull it off as you're using it.
I love it.
So that's really super.
Great.
Let's see. I bought a charger. And I just wanted to make it interesting. So I bought some jute, just like we have here, and hot glue gun, everybody's best friend. And I've just been gluing all morning. And let's see. I cut it to fit this morning, so here we are.
Oh, okay, so you cut it first.
Yeah, already, yeah.
Yes, you've got it
cut it all ready to go. So there we go. We have a charger.
Great.
And look how nice it looks. If you have a plate, if you want to eat outdoor living, how nice, a little texture. We're doing a lot of natural things these days. Oh, you can use it as a centerpiece. How lovely is that?
That is, and it's so easy.
Yeah, it's so organic and spa-like, and we're doing a lot of those designs today. So that's really nice. So I have a cabinet full of clear glass vases. And there's, you know, you get flowers and you put them in there and it's just kind of boring. So if you will help me here, I took some clear vases and I taped them. I used painter's tape.
Okay.
And I wrapped around and took some paper and just to make some designs. As you see the one that's there on the table, I just sprayed it in full here. So, but if we're going to do a grouping, and
oh my gosh, you gave me an easy assignment and I can't, I'm failing you.
Let's see.
Come on.
Here, let me get it. That is tough.
Oh my God. No.
I taped it because this was round, so I had to put a lot of tape here.
Look at this. So you have the one that you painted solid. How pretty is this?
Isn't that super nice? As opposed to just a clear vase, and isn't that interesting?
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I really like that.
We can empty your cabinets out of all of this stuff. So I have a lot of clients that ask for a spa feeling in their bathroom.
Yes.
So I have a little dish here. I found these great little river rocks in a green color. And look for your bathroom or your guest room. Put your soap on there. And you know, as you use the soap, of course, the residue from the soap's going to fall into here. But you can wash the rocks. But so much nicer than just putting it on a soap caddy.
And it is, again, so spa-like.
Very spa-like. Now, something similar on a larger scale, I took the lid of one of those big plastic containers.
Yes, you did.
And so it has a well piece in here. So I went to Lowe's and got some river rock. See, we're getting much bigger here now. So let's say by your back door into your garden area, they need to be rinsed off a little bit. They have, they come that way. I didn't rinse them off. But in my home, we put our work boots by the back door all of the time, and they're just there collecting. But with something like this, again, like the soap, dirt and things going to fall through the rocks. You can rinse them off, but it looks a lot more interesting, and it looks like your boots and shoes have a place to be.
It looks like it's a place.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that's a really good idea.
Yeah, I really like that. Okay, so you know I do a lot of sewing.
Yes.
And you know, people are saying
he says a lot in the middle of the night. Yes.
People say they don't know how to sew. How do you use a sewing machine? So here is a no-sew pillow idea. So I took a piece of fabric, a square piece of fabric. I folded in 2 of the points.
Okay.
Like this.
Got it.
An attractive pillow.
Yes.
We'll put this in the middle. I folded it a little too much. Let's see. So I'm just going to fold it like this and like this. So we've just wrapped it just enough. I'm going to pull this in a little bit here, pull that in a little bit there.
Okay.
We're going to join these and tie. And you can tie one more time.
What is this like an outdoor kind of fabric?
It could be. It's not, but it could be. And then we're just going to tuck these in like this. And look how interesting that is. And it could be an outdoor, just to give your, as opposed to just a flat pillow.
And how easy.
A no-sew pillow idea.
How easy to change your color scheme.
Absolutely.
Just by doing it like that.
Just with some fabric. And you know, it just took about 1.5 yards of fabric. You can go to your craft store and you can buy a remnant of fabric.
Yeah.
You know, that's inexpensive for a couple bucks and change the look of your patio. Or it could be indoors as well.
My family is not going to recognize my home the next time we're all together. I love it. That's really pretty. Very easy.
That's great.
And so about 1.5 yards, you said.
Exactly, yeah.
And it needs to be cut into a square for the square pillow.
Yes, and then you just fold it in on itself, and then you tie it, and I mean, that pillow can take some abuse, and it's not going to fall apart.
I love that.
And then you can easily undo it, and you reuse the fabric the next year, like you said, change it up a little bit.
You are so clever.
Whew, well, just...
And you're so busy. You're involved in so many things in this community. One of them is the Augusta Ballet.
The Augusta Ballet. I'm the vice president of the board, yes.
You have different events coming up all the time for the ballet.
We do. We have croquet for the ballet coming up in June. Right. So if you go to the Augusta Ballet website, you can find the information for that. And that's always fun, croquet for ballet. And it's a great cause, you know.
You know what I really loved when you did the... one of the visits when you were here near the holidays, and you had the big doll that you were going to, the angel doll.
That's our Christmas show house that the ballet hosts every year. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, she sold like that.
Yeah, fantastic.
She did, yes.
Okay, so we've got the great ideas here to bring your entertaining outdoors, and this is really just a very clever idea too with the soap, and it's going to smell nice.
Everybody from, I mean, not only how we live, but in your dental office and in medical offices, we're doing a lot of spa feelings. I have a lot of spa feeling wallpapers and the river rocks, textures. It's about the textures like we have with the jute here.
I just can't believe this too, and how inexpensive could this be? Because you can find chargers and things like at the dollar store.
Exactly, for $1, yeah.
Oh my gosh, and then just get your jute and hot glue it on there, and what would you pay for that? I mean, it looks terrific.
Yeah, well, and again, it's something the whole family can do.
And these, you know, it's clever and it's recycling, and we're all about recycling.
Absolutely, that's right. Yeah, they look brand new, and they'll fit in any decor. Great. You can spray paint them a silver, you could pull in a color, you could bring in a hot pink or a blue. Obviously, those are our favorite colors.
A purple.
Purple.
Yes. Well, Michael Siewert, thank you so much for being here today and sharing these really clever ideas with us.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Certainly. And that is all the time we have today. Thanks again to the Proud Parent Foundation, Leah Abney, and Michael Siewert for being with us today. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, everyone. And I'll see you again next Tuesday at 12:30 for Jennie.